there's so many people doing Forex trading, which, and I'm an economist. I tell people, don't invest in anything that you don't understand. Okay? There have been multiple different people who have come to try and sell me Forex. I'm like, look, explain to me exactly how you're making money in Forex. And they can't articulate it. And everybody, especially on Instagram, and some people that we know of who are on Celebrite are doing that particular aspect. But they can't articulate it. Worse off, that they're taking advantage of people because it sounds cool. I'm a Forex trader. But what are you doing? Because if you take a look at the math itself doesn't make sense. Okay? If I'm a Forex trader, okay, during the 2020 stock crisis, there's a quote that says, never let a crisis go to waste. You know, my friends, myself, a couple of others, we made a lot of money. It's the most amount of money we've made in a very short period of time from stocks. Because when everybody was going out, we were going in, doubling down on money that we would lose. So, and I wasn't doing anything crazy, but I'm talking about $4,000–$5,000 days.
Thank you very much to my former colleague at Nation, Julian Samboko, for recommending to me the book on randomness. He makes a very good case that the idea of Forex does not work because it's purely based on randomness. And he has research on the idea of if anybody who makes money on Forex ends up losing it.
Yeah.
Most of them, especially those who blow up.
It's a casino, huh? You know, just because I rolled a die and I got double sixes doesn't mean that there's any, it's luck, plain luck.
Yes,
okay?
yes.
Now, Warren Buffett made his money, a good bit of his money in Forex, but you also have to ask, what was he moving? So going back to the example that I gave earlier, we made millions, hundreds of millions in Kenya shillings, trading the stock market in just March through April. You know, with three friends of mine.
Yes.
And all we were doing was buying Apple and Boeing stock. Okay, I would take 100,000, put it in, and 3 minutes later, take it out.
3 minutes later?
Yeah.
How much have you made?
Like 4,000.
That's like 600,000 in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now the reason why, and 4,000 was an extreme, more than likely you were making about 500, you know, between 500 to 1,000. If you're moving in 100,000, huh?
Yes,
because
yes,
what?
Yes. Yes.
I sat down and looked at it, and this is not something that I would advise anybody to do, but it's something that I did because we went through COVID, we were all at home, there was nothing to do but to watch the stock market, and then I started picking up patterns. Now, not for every particular stock, but take a look at Apple. Apple will close, let's give an example, Apple will close at open at 100, close at 100 or 102 cents at the end of the day. All else being equal, it will fluctuate a lot
during the day.
During the day. Sometimes upwards of 2 to 3%, but it always ends up back at the aspect. Now, you buy the software that shows you the amount of stock trades that are coming in, are out there, and you just write the supply and demand aspect.
Yes,
so what I would do is that I would put in 100,000 for like, you know, 4,000 Apple stock, and then I wouldn't even just look at it because it's a random pattern. I would just buy it and then put my exit, you know, and I'm talking about at 100, you're talking about making 3–4 cents. Huh? But if you have done that with 100,000, then it translates to like $500 in 3 minutes.
Yes.
You do that 4 or 5 times, you're done. You make $4,000 in a day. You remove your emotion from it. You do that over the course of 30 days. We were printing money.
It's so corporate betting.
Yeah,
yes.
It was essentially it was betting, but with money that and be comfortable, you know, and so Forex is the same thing. It's unpredictable, and also if you're taking 10,000 Kenya shillings and you're telling me you're a Forex trader, I'm like, that's a lie. That's a joke. There's no way you're earning a living.
Our next conversation is strategies of investment. That's custom stone tukikupata. We really hope we can set this up, and I believe just the same way people have asked us to have you back on budgeting, and thank you for making time for us, the same way we can discuss strategies of investing.